Hey, if you don't really care who you hire as a real estate agent, you just want to buy a house, go ahead and reach out to a family member or a friend and ask them who they used, and you could probably use that agent as well. But I am assuming you do care and you want to make sure you find the right agent for you. And in this video, I want to share my tips as to how to find the right agent, both from the perspective as a real estate agent, but also as a perspective of someone who has gone through the buying process way before I was even an agent. So just a regular person like yourself. So for a quick introduction, my name is Stephanie Hernandez. I'm a real estate agent here in the sunny, beautiful state of Arizona. And just like yourself, I was once trying to buy my first home. And I know it can be a very scary experience, and literally you're probably just doing all the research in the world right now to figure out how to do it, and you don't want to make any mistakes. But I have a great tip. The first thing you should do when you're trying to buy a house is really ask yourself, what is your ultimate goal and what are you trying to achieve? So let me give you an example of what I have gone through and why I think this is an important question that you should be asking yourself. So when I was trying to buy my first home, I was actually trying to use that more as an investment property and not so much as a primary residence. So for me, I knew that was my ultimate goal. And everyone's goal is going to be a little bit different. But because I knew that was my ultimate goal, I really wanted to be partnered with a real estate agent who was more investor savvy and who knew more about the investing side of real estate. So while you are asking yourself, what is your ultimate goal and what you're trying to achieve, you are going to be able to better clarify exactly what is unique to you and to your transaction. And this is going to help you identify maybe what unique aspects or skills you need to be looking in a real estate agent. So let me give you some examples. I work with a lot of Spanish-speaking clients because a lot of the times those clients do know English, but they prefer to speak with someone who speaks their native tongue because they want to make sure that during the hectic process of buying a home that they are able to have someone to explain the documents in their language. And if that's something that would interest you, maybe that's something that you specifically look for when you are hiring a real estate agent. Another example could be maybe you're looking for a very specific neighborhood, right? Let's say you're looking at like the historic neighborhoods in downtown Phoenix. Something like that, I would suggest you go and hire a real estate agent who is very familiar with historic homes and historic neighborhoods, because that expertise is going to be so beneficial to your transaction. Other examples could be maybe you are not trying to buy a house, maybe you're trying to buy land, or maybe you don't want an old house, you want to actually build from the ground your own new home. There are many qualified real estate agents out there, but a lot of us real estate agents, we actually always have a expertise or specialty in something very specific. So if you already know what you are looking for in a real estate agent, that's going to help your search later down in the road when you are trying to find someone who knows historic neighborhoods, or when you want someone who speaks Spanish or any of that sort. This exercise, asking yourself that question, knowing your ultimate goal, is going to help you better find that real estate agent down the road. Okay, so after completing step one and identifying and asking yourself those questions, you can now take that information and begin your research. I suggest you begin your research online because you're going to be able to save more time and gather information very quickly. Of course, if you want to do research by actually talking to neighbors and friends, that is encouraged as well. So when you begin your research online, I would begin researching with maybe some of the specifics you have already thought about. So again, going back to our examples, like if you're searching for a realtor who speaks a specific language, if you want them to have a specific specialty like new construction or acquiring land. So these are going to be good buzzwords for you to use in your Google search. So you're gonna begin your research with a Google search, of course, but you can expand to other websites and other social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and you'll be able to find some really great agents that way, because most agents nowadays put a great effort in putting an online presence and being online for clients to be able to reach out to them. If you want to learn a little bit more about the real estate agent and the type of service that they have, you can check out the client testimonials that previous clients have left either on their Google business page, their Facebook page, or a third-party real estate website, which would be like a realtor.com or Zillow.com. So when I was looking to hire my real estate agent, I was a little bit more curious to look at their Facebook page and to look at their Instagram page to, learn more about who they are as a person and less about the business and professional profile, if you will. I wanted to see more about their personality, their character, to see if we were going to be a good fit. That's something that's important to me when I'm working with someone, especially working with someone when I'm trying to buy a home. But obviously it's going to depend what is important to you and what you're looking for. However, I guarantee anything that you are looking for, you are going to find online, on the internet. It's all there. So after you have done step 1 and step 2, now you can move on to step 3, which is making a list of who you want to contact. Now, maybe in that list is only one agent. Maybe you found someone really great and you feel it in your gut that you're going to be a good match. I would go ahead and just reach out to that person, because you're going to learn so much from that call. You're gonna get like the jitters and the butterflies out, and you're just gonna be able to call someone and get your home buying journey on the go. But maybe you're like, wait, I'm not ready yet. I need to do more research. Then this is when you make a list, and I suggest you have 2 to 3 agents that you want to contact. In my opinion, if you go more than 3, you're just making things more complicated for yourself. You're going to give yourself so many options that I don't see how that's useful. I'd rather you just, make your list of people who you think are well qualified and are going to suit you the best. And then from there, you contact them and you can have some type of conversation with them. You can even, ask them if you can have more of an interview style conversation with them. And that way you get a little bit more exposure, more experience. You get to compare different agents to each other and ultimately make the best decision for you. Now, this video was mainly to prep you, to have you reflect on what your ultimate goal is, and for you to begin your research online for that real estate agent that's going to match you. But if you want to learn more about how to actually interview with a real estate agent, then that's going to be my next video. I'm going to give you some tips and some questions that you can ask your real estate agent. And yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to see you in the next one.